But I learned quickly how to, okay, if they say this to you, you better say something back. Don't you just sit back and not say nothing.
Drama is growing in Huntsville, and the cast of Love and Marriage. Huntsville is trying to hold things together. Melody Holt is stepping back from the group, and now some people are making desperate moves behind the scenes. But here is the big question. Are they really trying to replace her? And if they are, who is brave enough to take her place? Stay with us because we are about to break down all the chaos, power moves, and shocking twists that the network does not want anyone to know. Reality TV is always full of drama, but what happens when? When the queen of the show starts to pull away, everything begins to change. Love and Marriage. Huntsville has always been about Melody Holt, her smart moves, her big business, and of course, her famous breakup with Martell. But now, with Melody stepping back, the rest of the cast is trying to figure out what to do next. Rumors are everywhere, friendships are changing, and some people are making big moves behind the scenes. Are the producers trying to find a new main star? Is someone from the cast trying to take her place? And most important of all, how does Melody feel about this? Today, we are taking a closer look at the big moves being made to keep Love and Marriage, Huntsville going, especially now that it does not have its biggest star. From hidden betrayals to surprising power plays, we have all the inside details. Let us talk about the battle for control happening behind the scenes. Because, let us be honest, Love and Marriage, Huntsville is not just a reality show. It is a business. Melody Holt has been the face of that business from the very beginning. From her real estate work to her music career, and everything else she is involved in, she has been the one leading the way. Melody has always been the heart of the show because she knows how to create moments that people talk about. Her storylines have kept the ratings high, and no matter if you love her or not, you cannot ignore her. But now that she is stepping back, it raises an important question. Can the show keep going without her? The cast members believe they can, and that is where things start to get complicated. Some of them are not just trying to keep the show alive, they are working to become the new star. Melody Holt has always been the main face of Love and Marriage, and now others are trying to take that place. From the very beginning, Melody Holt has been the key part of Love and Marriage, Huntsville. Her smart business moves, personal struggles, and fiery arguments have kept viewers glued to their screens. But now that she is stepping back, the show is facing a big problem. Let us be honest, can the show keep going without Melody? Behind the scenes, the cast is not just sitting around waiting for the producers to decide what happens next, they are making their own moves. The big question is, who will be brave enough to step up and take the spotlight? One name that keeps coming up is Stormy Steele, the businesswoman who is ready to take charge. Stormy Steele is a self-made millionaire with a successful beauty brand. She has the drive and financial strength to match Melody. Stormy already has a strong group of fans and plenty of money, which is
all these years, 2017, so that's 3 years, and 2017 to 2020, you've been cheating for
exactly
5.
what producers love. But here is the problem. Stormy does not have the same kind of personal drama that makes reality TV exciting. Sure, she has had some issues with Melody and Destiny, but does she have the kind of stories that will keep viewers interested? Some fans think Stormy is being clever, playing both sides to stay in the spotlight, while others feel she might not have enough drama to lead the show. If there is one person who has been waiting for this moment, it is Letitia Scott. For many years, she has been in Melody's shadow, having disagreements with her over businesses, friendships, and even their husbands' alleged scandals. Now that Melody is stepping back, some people believe Letitia is ready to step up and become the main female lead. Letitia and her husband, Martell, already bring a lot of drama with their marriage rumors and ongoing business problems. But the big question is, does Letitia have the star power to truly take over? Or will viewers see her as someone who is just taking advantage of the situation? Now, let us talk about Martell Holt, the surprise move no one saw coming. Here's where things get really interesting. What if the producers decide not to try to replace Melody, but instead focus the show on Martell? Yes, he is controversial, but controversy gets attention. His rumored new relationship with Shari, his ongoing custody battle with Melody, and his never-ending business problems make him a magnet for drama. Could the producers actually change things up and make him the main character? It is not impossible. It is almost unheard of in reality TV, but some fans believe Martell is already getting a chance for a redemption story, while others feel he is simply too messy to lead the show. For many years, Melody Holt has been the heart of love and marriage, Huntsville. From her strong business moves to her tough personal life, she has given fans real drama and clear star power. But recently, something seems off. She has been missing from some group events, her interactions with the cast feel uncomfortable, and she has been posting mysterious messages on social media. Could something be happening behind the scenes? Could it be that Melody is not stepping back on her own, but is actually being quietly pushed out? The producers have a big problem. Let us be honest, OWN knows that Melody is their biggest star, but at the same time, she is also the hardest person to control. Unlike some reality stars who go along with all the drama, Melody has never been afraid to challenge the production, speak up about false storylines, and refuse to film with cast members she does not get along with. People close to the show say that the producers are getting frustrated with her. Melody's reluctance to participate in certain storylines, she's been vocal about protecting her peace, focusing on her businesses, and not engaging in unnecessary mess, which, let's face it, is the opposite of what reality TV thrives on. So could it be that the network is strategically shifting the focus away from Melody to other cast members who are more willing to play along, cast members turning against her? It's no secret that relationships with the cast have been falling apart outside of Kimmy. Scott, it seems like there is very little trust left between Melody and the rest of the cast. Letitia and Marcel Scott have never fully made peace with her, and some people believe they are happy to see her stepping back. Destiny Payton, who was once her close friend, has now become a full rival. Even Stormy Steele, who once had a good bond with Melody, is now trying to balance between staying neutral and making new alliances.
So I had to teach myself at 22, 23 how to get back with you, right?
If there is one thing we know about Melody Holt, it is that she is always ahead of everyone. While some people think she is being pushed out of love and marriage, Huntsville, others believe she is planning to leave on her own terms. So what is the real truth? Is Melody quietly walking away, or is she getting ready for something even bigger? There are signs that Melody might be done with the show. Over the past few months, she has been giving clear hints that she may already be planning to leave. With less engagement and fewer appearances, it looks like she is slowly stepping back. In group drama, Melody has clearly stayed away from fights with the cast. In past seasons, she was always in the middle of the drama, but this time, she looks distant. Could this mean she has already made up her mind to move on? She is also giving more time to her business. From skincare to real estate, Melody is growing her brand beyond reality TV. Some fans think she is making herself financially strong so she will not have to depend on the show anymore. Then there are her social media posts. Her Instagram is full of inspirational quotes and messages that seem to give hints about what is coming next. Talking about protecting peace and outgrowing situations sounds like someone who is ready to move on, does it not? But here is where things get even more interesting. If Melody is leaving, she is not leaving with nothing. The bigger question is, could Melody be planning her own spin-off? What if she is not being pushed out but is actually making a smart move to get her own show? OWN has a history of giving reality stars their own spin-off shows after they build a strong fan base. And let us be honest, Melody Holt is one of the most valuable names on the network. Melody is one of the biggest stars the network has, and a spin-off focused on her makes a lot of sense. She already has a loyal fan base that would support her anywhere. Unlike the group format of Love and Marriage, Huntsville, a spin-off would let her tell her own story the way she wants. She could focus on her businesses, her family, and her life after divorce without all the drama from the current cast. Some fans believe Melody has been making quiet moves behind the scenes. They think her smaller role on Love and Marriage, Huntsville, is just the start of something bigger. Could OWN be helping her with this big change? Let's think about this from the network's point of view. If OWN realizes that LAMH cannot survive without Melody, why would they not just create a new show all about her? Melody has built a strong personal brand, and that brand is strong enough to support her own series. This would allow the network to keep both LAMH and Melody, while also solving the ongoing issues with the cast. OWN has done something like this before with shows such as The Bell Collective, Ready to Love, and Put a Ring on It, so why not do the same with Melody? If Melody is truly planning a big move or stepping away for a reason, there might be something even bigger happening here. There is no doubt that some of the cast members are feeling the pressure. Whether people love Melody or not, her presence on Love and Marriage Huntsville has had a big impact on the show. If she decides to leave, what happens to those who have built their storylines around her? Let's look at who would be most affected if Melody steps away and who might be feeling nervous behind the scenes. First, there is Martell Holt, the ex-husband who cannot escape her shadow. For years, Martell's storyline on the show has been focused on his messy divorce and the drama that followed with Melody. Custody battles, co-parenting struggles, and ongoing tensions have been some of the biggest draws on the show. But here's the truth. Without Melody, what would Martell's storyline be? His real estate ventures have not been very successful, and his wine business has had mixed results. His romantic drama with Shari Whitfield might be interesting to watch, but it is not enough to carry the show in the long run. Martell has always thrived on Melody's reactions, and without her, he might struggle to keep the audience interested. This raises a bigger question. If Melody leaves, what happens next? If Melody leaves, does Martell's importance fade with her? Letitia and Marcel Scott, the power couple always looking for a rival, have positioned themselves as Melody's biggest competitors. They have had many clashes with her over past issues, business moves, and even personal lives. But if Melody is no longer on the show, who will they argue with next? A lot of their screen time has been spent trying to prove Melody wrong or pushing back against what she says. Without her to challenge them, will their drama still be interesting? Can Letitia carry the show by herself? Does Letitia need Melody to stay important? Or can she manage on her own? Mauro, in particular, has been under fire for years because of cheating rumors. While these rumors are often discussed, they have gained more attention because of Melody's past warnings. If Melody is no longer on the show, will the audience still care about Mauro's alleged cheating? Then there's Destiny, who has been left without direction. Her storyline has been closely tied to her.
We are, no, we're not. Even watching you, Miss Nail, watching her come out screaming and
her fallout with Melody. Since their friendship ended, Destiny has struggled to find a strong role on the show. The show with Melody possibly exiting, where does that leave Destiny? She's already faced rumors of being cut from LAMH. Without Melody, her biggest storyline, the friendship betrayal, disappears. She's tried to stir drama with other cast members, but none of those conflicts have stuck. Some fans believe that if Melody walks away, Destiny's spot on the show could be in serious jeopardy. Stormy Steele, the businesswoman in a tough spot. Stormy came onto the show with a strong personal brand and financial success, but Destiny has been trying to balance her friendship with Melody and the competition with her. If she gets too close to Melody, will the rest of the cast turn against her? But if she keeps her distance, will fans just see her as someone trying to take advantage of the situation? The big question is, does she even want to be the main person on the show, or is she just looking for more attention? Stormy might benefit if Melody leaves, but she could also get caught in the middle if there is more drama between her and the other cast members. Reality TV works best with strong personalities and constant drama. Drama and interesting storylines have been a big part of Love and Marriage Huntsville, and Melody Holt has been at the center of it all. So, if she decides to leave, what will happen to the show? Can it continue, or will it slowly start to lose its appeal? One thing that makes Melody different is that she is more than just a cast member, she is a brand. Over the years, she has built a loyal fan base who watch the show for her more than for the group. Many viewers connect with her story, from her divorce to her growth in business. Melody represents strength and change, and her influence on social media is huge. Fans connect with her outside of the show, which means she can bring her audience with her wherever she goes. Whenever Melody is part of a scene, the show trends online. Even her smallest actions spark big conversations across different platforms. Without her, Love and Marriage Huntsville could have trouble keeping the same excitement and attention. If Melody leaves, Letitia and Marcel Scott have their own business and marriage drama. But without Melody as their biggest rival, will their conflict still be as interesting? Martell Holt is controversial, but can he carry the show on his own without the drama with Melody? Stormy Steele has had business success, but is she entertaining enough for reality TV? Kimmy Scott brings emotional depth, but she is not the one to stir up drama. None of these cast members have shown they can hold attention the way Melody does. This puts the show in a risky position. Will the producers try to find a way to keep the show strong without her? Replace Her Own could try bringing in new cast members to fill the gap, but here's the problem: fans have built deep emotional connections with Melody, and replacements don't always sit well. Other reality shows have failed trying to replace their biggest stars. Just look at what happened when NLEAKS left Real Housewives of Atlanta, or when key players left Basketball Wives. The energy shifted and viewership dropped. If OWN makes the wrong casting moves, it could alienate longtime fans. Could they introduce a new power couple to shake things? Might change, but no one can replace Melody's history, conflicts, and personal growth on the show. If Melody leaves, could this be the beginning of the end? If Love and Marriage Huntsville has trouble keeping its audience, the show might start to drop quickly. Without the drama between Melody and the other cast members, ratings could fall. If the rest of the cast cannot bring strong storylines, the show could lose its energy. OWN might focus on other reality shows if LAMH starts to lose its appeal. So, is LAMH running out of time? One thing is clear. What we have learned about Melody Holt is that she never makes a move without a plan. She is always thinking ahead, protecting her brand, and staying in control, even when it looks like she is being pushed out. So, what if her next move is not just about leaving Love and Marriage Huntsville, but about taking the whole show down with her? Could this be a quiet way of sabotaging the show? Melody might be ready to expose the truth about what has been